evening to you. We are a little early today for happy hour number 6. We are looking at how the sun and the moon and our solar system and our galaxy, the Milky Way, and everything else came into being. Now we know that Isaac Newton described gravity looking at the apple that fell when he was reflecting. Now we would have just eaten up the apple, but he was the kind of man who said, why did the apple come down rather than go up? So gravity is a matrix, if you may, a net kind of matrix of force on which the planets virtually bounce off. Hang would be a wrong, is suspended. Planets are suspended in the pull of gravity. That's how it's all rotating to God's order. So God must be the author, crafter, creator of gravity. Now this is a little high science. And also there is a gravitational reduction happening, because as we know, all things were created by God at a certain time and it's on a rundown course. So Earth's magnetic field is running down and the gravity in the universe is also running down. So how it will happen at some critical point, we do not know yet. Genesis 1:14. Then God said, let there be lights in the expanse of the heavens to separate the day from the night, and let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and years. So the counting system came. We know that the earth rotates around its own axis in a 24-hour, and it rotates around the sun in its orbit in 1 year, 1 solar year. So here the heavens are called the expanse, and that's a very good description of how gravity holds everything together. And what has happened seemingly is, once he created this day 4 on which we are, what was together the universe, he made our solar system the center, and God pulled the expanse, so it appears as if the galaxy, the galactic system, the galaxies are running away from our galaxy, or moving, expanded by a stretch of a mighty arm, and that can be recorded or detailed by physics or calculated by physics. So when you look at the movement, outward movement of any heavenly body, planets or whatever, you can see that there's a calculation to do. You can find that it's all with our solar system in the center that this movement is coming out. Sometime back, Bible was ridiculed for saying that Earth is the center of everything, and now of course it's the sun and the Earth, the solar system. But it is in actual fact now most recent science is from our solar system, the expanding universe. So that's the idea of the expanding universe. So that also provides for days and years and for seasons, as you know. And let them be for lights in the expanse of the heavens to give light on the earth. So light energy was created on day 1. Now this is about objects, how light relates to objects looking from earth. So there is the sun and there is the moon, and we know moon is fairly closely related to how the ocean is controlled and kept in balance on earth with the gravitational or magnetic pull of the moon. So moon is not doing just nothing there. It has a very important physical or geophysical relationship to earth, to give light on the earth. God made the 2 great lights, the greater light to govern the day and the lesser light to govern the night. He made the stars also. Now we know night is as important as the day. So in the night, our brain begins to do the sleep thing according to God's design. And after 6 p.m., melatonin is secreted by the pineal body. and the brain begins to do the God thing, the sleep thing, and for 3 to 4 cycles of dream sleep, no dream sleep. Dream sleep is called NREM sleep. REM sleep, and no dream sleep is called NREM, non-rapid eye movement. And in that process, our brain gets ready for next day. All collation, connection, memory storage happens during sleep. Many other things happen during sleep. So I'm DR.lalith Mendis. Please look at some of my scientific clips, which are purely science, COVID science, or digital science, or brain science, science and reason. Please check into those things, and if you need, in my Facebook timeline or YouTube channel DR.lalith Mendis, my Facebook profile is lalith Mendis, and then also if you send us a WhatsApp number to this WhatsApp number plus 94 77 49 59 214, you can get more details on this. The scientific part. I want to keep this short and brief so that you can share it tonight also at family gathering time, the happy hour, the family hour, and please send these clips to other families that have young children, even to families, grandmoms and granddads also may like to hear this kind of discussion. So God made 2 great lights, and great light to govern the day and the lesser light to govern the night. And he made the stars also. So I wanted to give you this importance about the night season for the plants as well as for the human body and sleep and animals and everybody. Night season is very important. God placed them in the expanse of the heavens to give light on the earth. So again, this expanse is there. As I told you, it is gravitationally held by gravity, and the pull goes on. So Newtonian physics for earth, Einsteinian physics for beyond earth and space and so on, but there's another dimension now described. So there's an intergalactic physics is also there, governed by yet another 5th dimension, and a Christian, the former professor of astrophysics in the Western Australia University, has given that equation also. So God made greater light to govern the day and the lesser light to govern the night. God placed them in the expanse of the heavens to give light on the earth and to govern the day and the night and to separate the light from the darkness. God saw that it was good. There was evening and there was morning, a 4th day. So here's the spiritual principle. God said, let there be light. So when we are struggling in sin, away from him, gone far away, God still says, let there be light into our heart, into our spirit. Man is spirit first, then comes his conscience, the umpire, then comes his heart. So the heart and the conscience has to be in balance, because the heart speaks for us and the conscience, the umpire, speaks for the other person. This is why we know that God is into it. We are not just jets and flotsam created for struggle for existence and for we fitly surviving. No, that's not how God made it. God put an umpire there called the conscience. And I have told you this before. Sometimes we can get into match fixing with this umpire. Then everything we do, our way begins right. But God actually made it that there is a way that is right. So that is so the spirit, the umpire, the conscience, the heart. Then we have our seat of emotion, and then we have our will and all that, our decision-making power, and then of course we have the big brain to execute what has been already foundationally decided. We have the big brain to execute. So man is not only brain, neurons, and neurochemicals. There's more than that. So let there be light. So there's a day when we begin to understand that things in our life is running down and we can't keep it going by our own energy, so to say, lift ourselves up with our bootstraps. We find we can't do that. That's the time we will say, help me, Lord Jesus. So this is our reading for the day, and may God bless you with this thought, and we'll come again tomorrow also.